So there's one more setup for dimension skip that I just recently discovered that I think is actually easier than the other two setups I showed in my tutorial. But just note that it's still extremely precise, just like the other versions. It's just that I think if you could get the hang of it, it would be a lot easier. As an example, like I'm trying to make a tutorial on this already, and I failed it like twice in a row, which is kind of sad, but I'm pretty sure it's still going to end up being easier. So it's almost the same as the last setup, except Crash enters the cutscene, or not the last setup. Like it's almost the same as the one where Crash enters the cutscene almost touching the left wall, but instead of entering in that location, he enters directly behind Cortex. So place Cortex right about there. So not quite in the middle, but not quite towards the right either. So, yeah, normally when I put Cortex right there, most people, they'll go all the way to the left, and that's what I used to do too. Go all the way to the left, maybe not quite touching the wall, but, just right about here and enter the cutscene. Well, I think it's a lot easier, because that can be a little inconsistent, because sometimes Crash will, sometimes he'll get stuck behind Cortex, sometimes he'll go past Cortex. So I think what you should do instead is come into the cutscene right about here. So you're directly behind Cortex, but you're a little bit to the right so that you make sure it's a lot easier to touch the spot afterwards. So we'll see how this works. Yep, that's almost definitely going to work.
Gateway to the infinite dimensions beyond our universe. Somewhere between the 9th and 11th dimensions lies the mysterious 10th dimension. And there we must go in order to confront the evil
So,
steal the riches, and
I'm thinking this might be the easiest method, but that may just be a matter of preference. You might prefer the other two methods. So, yeah, just play around with it and just figure out which one is best for you.
This isn't enough. All is lost unless.
Okay. Yep, I got the skip. Crash did a little twirl. So that means I got the skip. I just have to do the final jump. Alright, so there you go. That's the final alternate version of the skip. Hopefully you found this helpful. Thanks for watching.